This is an intermediate English listening practice. It comes from Book 4 of the Intermediate English Comprehension series, which has over 3,000 positive reviews on Amazon. Listen carefully and use the subtitles to improve your vocabulary and comprehension.
Energy is an essential part of modern life. We depend on it for almost everything, from cooking and heating to using computers and traveling. However, some forms of energy can be detrimental to our planet because they pollute the air and damage the environment. For many years, people have used energy from fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas. These fuels were formed millions of years ago from ancient plants and animals. Coal originates from dead plants, while oil and gas come from small sea creatures that were buried under rock and sand. Fossil fuels are non-renewable, which means that once we use them up, they cannot be replaced. It took millions of years to acquire them, but we are now using them very quickly. Another disadvantage of fossil fuels is that they release carbon dioxide when burned. Carbon dioxide is known as a greenhouse gas because it traps heat inside the Earth's atmosphere and makes the planet warmer. An alternative to fossil fuels is nuclear energy. This type of energy is produced from uranium, a radioactive metal. Inside a nuclear power station, tiny particles called neutrons hit uranium atoms and split them apart. This reaction creates heat, which turns water into steam. The steam moves a turbine, and the turbine produces electricity. Nuclear energy does not create carbon dioxide, but it produces radioactive waste, which must be stored safely for many years. Clean energy is different because it comes from natural sources that do not pollute the environment. These sources are renewable and have a smaller impact on the planet. Let's look at some examples. Geothermal energy uses the natural heat below the Earth's surface. In some countries, such as Iceland, the heat is close to the ground. In other places, engineers must drill deep holes to reach it. The heat then creates steam that moves turbines to produce electricity. Hydroelectric energy uses the power of moving water. The biggest hydroelectric plants are found in China and on the Brazil-Paraguay border. A drawback of this energy is that large dams are often needed to control the water. Dams can change rivers and affect local wildlife and people living nearby. Solar energy comes from the sun's rays. Wind energy uses the force of the air to spin turbines. These two types of power are evolving quickly as scientists create better and cheaper technology. As the world's population grows, governments must make tough decisions about how to produce enough energy without harming the planet. Clean energy offers a safe and sustainable path for the future.
If you'd like the full text with comprehension questions and vocabulary explanations, Book 4 is available on Amazon. The link is in the video description below.